Can Taylor Swift save the U.S. economy? It looks like she is. And Lizzo facing a bombshell lawsuit filed by her former dancers. Variety Chief Correspondent Elizabeth Wagmeister is here to talk about all this. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
You know, when you look out at that line more than 24 hours before her first of 6 shows,
yes,
and you see it, what's going on here?
I mean, what's going on is that Taylor Swift rules the world, essentially. She is unstoppable. Whether it is her tour, whether it is her recent album, Speak Now, Taylor's version, she is breaking records across the board.
Okay, so I need to know, though, if, you know, she gets a lot of credit, as we said, for boosting the economy. If you break it down, if we compared her to Beyonce, who wins at this point, Taylor or Beyonce?
You are asking me an impossible question. You're asking me the Beyonce, Taylor Swift question. We are both about to get into a lot of trouble, but here's what I will tell you, Jamie, is both Beyonce and Taylor Swift, they both stand to break this $1 billion record. There's no tour in history that's ever made $1 billion. The top grossing tour so far in music history is Elton John's recent farewell tour. Well, it seems that Taylor Swift, who by the way has more tour dates than Beyonce, so that's important to consider.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
It seems that she is going to break this $1 billion mark. She is making a ton of money from this tour. She is boosting the economy, but I will tell you that just yesterday news broke that Taylor is sharing some of that wealth with her crew members. The tour bus drivers, she is paying them each $100,000 as an end of tour bonus. That's $5 million for just the drivers who are carrying this equipment around the country, and she's also giving bonuses to the rest of the crew. So she's someone who really shares the love with her team.
Well, and I like that because so many of her fans appreciate her, and to watch her do an act of kindness like that is really, I think, important.
Absolutely.
Now to Lizzo. When this broke yesterday that this lawsuit was coming about, can you talk about what she's facing here? Because the allegations are very... I mean, they're very hard to listen to.
Yes, these are serious allegations. You know, we won't get into stark detail here because they are so graphic.
Yeah.
But she's being sued by 3 of her former dancers who are suing her for sexual harassment, hostile work environment, false imprisonment. They are saying one of the most shocking allegations is they went to a nightclub in Amsterdam and they allege that they were forced to partake and witness in some activity. The lawsuit, as I said, it's very graphic. Lizzo has not responded yet. It's very important to state that. It is interesting that there's no denial yet. There's no statement. I expect that we will get a statement coming from her legal team, but she's facing a lot of backlash right now, not just because these are serious allegations, but because part of the allegations are that the 3 dancers are saying that she was body shaming them.
I know, and that just contradicts her whole, you know, campaign of body positivity.
Exactly. Yes, Lizzo has really always stood for body positivity. She has her show on Amazon. She won an Emmy for that show, which is really all about that. So this was really surprising for a lot of Lizzo's fans.
Well, we'll keep watching. I know I want to get to, because we're running tight on time, actor Stephen Amell ruffled feathers saying that he was against the strike. Now he's somewhat backtracking.
Yes, we see this a lot in Hollywood where you say something, it gets backlash and faces controversy, and then you walk it back. Stephen Amell, he was on a panel and he said that he does not support striking. He believes that it is a reductive negotiating tactic. That's the word that he used. And those comments got a lot of pushback. Now he's walking it back. Doesn't seem to be helping. Fans are, if you go to his social media, you see that the fans are saying it's too little too late, that his comments really didn't land well. And just this morning, there was some footage on social media that surfaced of him at a Comic-Con event during the strike, and per SAG rules you cannot be promoting any work at a convention. So this doesn't seem to be dying down, doesn't seem to be going so well for Stephen Amell.
It is interesting, though, because you do have a right to free speech. And
absolutely.
Just because you're part of the union doesn't mean that you necessarily agree with all parts of what they're doing. So, you know, we're living in this divisive time that we're so quick to point the finger.
And we do have to point out that with these strikes, there's so many people who are not working. Crew members, publicists, hair and makeup artists. So, you know, perhaps he does have a point that people agree with, but I think the way that he's walking them back feels a bit unsettling
Yeah.
because he isn't sticking to what he said. But speaking of the strike, we do have to note there have been a ton of A-list actors who have been donating. We have Dwayne
That's
Johnson,
right.
Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, who have all donated more than $1 million to the Actors Fund to help their union.
All right. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. You can find out more information about Elizabeth and Variety by going to kcalnews.com and clicking Seen on TV.